Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They continue to rule very well to this very day. Let us continually feed and fly through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and also Shalom to the hopeful elect. Let us also labor in his work. Let's give you due diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled, "The Dollar is on its Last Leg." Okay, and this is something that we have been speaking on concerning the dollar system, in which, it is getting to that time to where the dollar is going to be completely obsolete. Okay, we're getting very close to that time, because as this plandemic, all right, it's not a pandemic, but it's a plandemic. Okay, it is getting to the point of no return, and due to that, the standard of the dollar is also losing its value as time goes on. The dollar has always been steadily losing its value, but due to this, it's being accelerated. Okay, and it's going to get to the point in time to where now you're going to have the gold standard being the new norm. All right, and I believe the Apostle Elder Tahar recently did a video on that concerning the gold standard, in which the gold standard now is starting to raise in value. All right, and that's true, and that's why also as well I have an article here going into that, in which it's from RT News, in which is the article is by Peter Schiff. All right, or it quotes Peter Schiff. All right, and Peter Schiff is, if I'm not mistaken, Peter Schiff is one of the prominent economists when it comes to the gold standard and things of that nature. All right, I believe there's some videos concerning Peter Schiff when it comes to this topic, but basically, the title of this article, it says the world is going back to a gold standard as the U.S. dollar is about to collapse. And this is from Peter Schiff. Okay. I'm going to read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read all of it. But it says, as the world grapples with COVID-19, precious metals prices are pushing higher. Massive moves in gold and silver are coming, according to veteran stockbroker Peter Schiff. Again, the massive moves in gold and silver, basically those prices are being pushed up on the gold standard and also silver. Okay. Well, he said silver may hit $50 per ounce. The rally will be short-lived. However, the shift describing the metal as the new Bitcoin. All right. Because first and foremost, I'm into the economy. I do somewhat of some research on it, concerning Bitcoin, concerning gold, silver, and concerning the gold standard, in which really, man, Bitcoin is nothing but I want to say like a cult stock, all right, or a cult following, or has a cult following, should I say? Okay, because within people deal with the Bitcoin within the stock market, and basically it's in the thousands right now. Okay, but basically that in itself, it's gonna come to naught in the near future, man. People think that Bitcoin, is gonna be the new wave of the future, in which people do look to Bitcoin in that way, but really the standard that was going to be set, or the new standard is going to be set, is not going to be way of Bitcoin. Really, it's going to be way of what we have been speaking of concerning prophecy, in which is in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, which is concerning the mark of the beast. Okay, that's going to be the standard, which is going to be used, all right, to perform certain businesses and to conduct purchases. Okay. And we know that due to prophecy. So that's why we say Bitcoin is not going to be here, or is not going to last in the coming future. All right. But gold and silver is going to be the new. The gold and silver is going to be the new standard, along with the microchip. Okay. Why is that? Because why is the gold standard also going to be right beside the microchip? Well, because in that time, the Federal Reserve note is not going to be of use. Okay. And to have gold and silver is still going to be looked at as a high value. Okay. Even though, the people are going to be using the chip system, as I say, the microchip system, still gold and silver is still going to hold its value, even though that's going to take place. All right. Because the new way of the future in doing business is going to be by way of the microchip. All right. Because you can have all the gold and silver that you have, but still you're going to be required to use that chip no matter where you go. Okay. And that's going to be the reality. So that's why the chip is going to be the standard, the new standard, along with gold and silver. Okay. Because guess what? The Federal Reserve note is not backed by anything. Okay. It's not backed by gold or silver. It was a time where it was backed by gold and silver, but after the former president Lyndon Baines Johnson went into the office, that's when the dollar started to move away from being backed by gold and silver. Okay. But that's all I want to grab in this article. If you want to read some more into it, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the precepts I have here. First, I want to grab, let's see, go back for just a second. It's Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. And I'm expounding upon this precept here because if you read in Haggai chapter 1, verse 6, it reads, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag full of holes, or with holes. Slakia. And the reason why I brought this precept out is because the FRN system, the Federal Reserve note, is a form of this. Okay. Why is that? Because no matter what, even though you earn your FRNs, your dollars, your greenbacks, still it's gonna go right back out your pocket. Okay. And not only that, also as well, because the prices of your normal goods, like bread, milk, things of that nature, things that you normally see in the grocery store, that's gonna increase sky high. Why is that? Because we're in the midst, or we're in the middle of being in a bubble. Okay. And we're still in there, man. We've been in this bubble for a long time, man. Because if you pay attention to the economy, right? Basically that the economy, it has terms or times to when after a few years it dips. Okay. So a case in point, when you had a major crisis like 9/11, the economy dipped. Okay. And also as well, you had the recession. All right. And then in that recession, it dipped. Okay. So now you have this situation that's going on right now. You see it dip again. Okay. So whenever a major crisis happens, the economy dips. All right. Or it causes the economy to go down. Okay, to the point to where it crashes. Okay, and that's what's going to lead me to this next precept I have here, right in the book of James, chapter 5. And that's just like it. This other one over here that I had. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, and it's at verse 10. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second." great crasher from the hills. Okay, now that crashing that's being heard from the hills, that's talking about the economy. Okay, because guess what? In order for the FRNs, or actually, when the FRNs are completely down its value, that's when it's going to completely crash, and then it's going to call for a new form of currency. Okay, so again, it's going to be by way of the microchip. Okay, so now in this time, if you have gold and silver, all right, more than likely, that's going to be seized. Okay, because during the time of when you have an emergency, it enacts martial law. Okay, and you already have legislations that's in place to do that in order to enact martial law. So when martial law is enacted, that is the time of emergency. And during the time of emergency, which is contained within the bill, I don't remember the exact number of the bill, but it lays out that whenever you have any sort of resources or anything like that, that is given over to the government. All right. In other words, that is seized. Okay. Anything like food, water, your resources, anything of that nature, all that is taken from you. All right. That's what's going to take place in the coming martial law. Okay. These so-called rights that these people have is going to be taken away from you. All right. Because really, you don't have rights in this land. You really have privileges. Okay. It's a privilege to do certain things here in America, but guess what? Those privileges are going to be taken away. Okay. Now move on from there. I'm going to get the book of James chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to end it off on this. It says, now go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. All right. Which is what? This money system that we're under right now. All right. Which really is backed by nothing. So that's why their riches are corrupted and their garments are moth-eaten, man. All right. Verse 3, it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. All right. Because right now as it stands, man, these the higher ups of Esau, these elites, these bankers, which Esau is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man. You have them which are gathering together all the gold and the silver that is on the planet Earth. All right. And by them heaping unto themselves all the treasures, right, they leave the American people with what? Play money, Play-Doh. All right. Basically, monopoly money. All right. When I say that, I'm talking about the little small papers that you normally use to play with Monopoly. That's what these people have right now, man. Because guess what? It's not backed by anything. Okay. Because these higher ups of Esau, they know the real value. They know the true value of gold and silver. That's why they heap that to themselves. Okay. Because that really gold and silver is the highest value currency that you can have. So that's why all the gold and the silver that is in the world, really, these the higher ups of Esau have that is in their possession. Okay, because they understand that this dollar system is not worth anything. All right. So that's all I want to bring out in this lesson, in this video. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. And shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the hopeful elect that is laboring this work as well, giving your diligence to make your calling and election sure, and faith, and truth and sincerity, and all charity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.